PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTV, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today.
Sizzling summer August high hands at PBKC. Now every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight. $15,000 cash giveaway on August 30th. Also this month are August progressive high hand weekends with a $100,000 bonus giveaway. Win extra cash for qualifying hands. Miss it today, win more tomorrow. Visit the Poker Room for more information. It's Wednesday morning. It's 10 a.m. You know what that means. PBKC Picks podcast, broadcasted live from the Palm Beach Kennel Club at PBKC. My name is Mike Jameson. To my left is a gentleman who just spilled his hot tea down my back. And
I apologize already 3 times.
He didn't even know at the first point, but that's Earnest Christian. He has podcasts.
Breathing
he does
heavy
a bunch
today,
of stuff.
spilling tea. It wasn't coffee.
Wait
We're
for the
good.
show.
Oh, no, hold on. I was here before you were. What are you talking about? I was here 30 minutes ago.
He's doing okay.
I was just stretching.
To my right, Noah Carbone, one of the assistant general managers here.
Yeah, I'm just here to stay on the rails this week, Mike.
Yeah, trying to keep us on the rails this week. Last week's show was a little bit crazy. If you want to watch the clips of that, find them
You know
all
what? This
over
will be
social.
crazy too. I'm lying.
It's always
you sound
gonna be
really,
like that.
Mike, you sound really warm today on this thing.
Oh, they got
really,
look at we got new tech up here in the
Oh my
studio.
God.
So
Sounds
hopefully we get some
sexy.
positive
Like it.
feedback from the viewers.
We
But
got
yeah,
Noah sounds good.
Yeah.
You do that? Wow.
I did.
We got rid of our old Flintstones headsets. Now we got some new ones. So
Yeah, we're moving up in this world. We sure
Yeah,
are.
So let's start the show by talking about those August high hands we got going on.
They're
We
on
got some
fire. You see the
sizzling.
graphic?
The sizzling.
that's
It's not the-
sizzling.
It's not the
It's like the weather here in
The other
Florida.
one on the intro had like real
like
flames,
real
like
fire.
actual
It was
fire,
like a-
which
it
was
was like a
pretty. I
grill.
didn't even know we had that technology
No,
here.
we
but
don't.
that's
Green
pretty
screen?
awesome. Yeah,
No.
that looks like fire.
it's high hands every 15 minutes. The bigger, the better is $15,000 cash giveaway on the 30th.
Yeah.
And the best is those progressive high hand weekends with a $100,000 giveaway. It's all about the high hands in August. And for more information, of course, you can visit the Poker Room or you can go to our website at pbkennelclub.com.
Can I say something about the giveaway real quick?
Yes, you can.
So you got all right. So you come in, win a ticket. Please show up for the giveaway. Don't be the guy who was not here for the giveaway, and he would have won over the past 4 months $5,000 twice.
I know who that guy is for the record.
They pulled his name and he wasn't here.
I
That's
feel
bad.
One of my favorite players, too.
Yeah,
So.
nice guy. So be here. Yeah, just be
That's
here.
exactly what happens. We've seen it every time we've done one of these things. And the worst part is that we're calling your name. So then the other people are going to be like, hey, you should have won $5,000.
Yeah, they're rooting against you. Don't get me wrong.
They
They're
call
rooting
that.
against you. Like,
100%.
They call
like,
that.
you're trying to get out of your chair. They're blocking your way. Yeah, it's
They call that too bad, so sad.
Yeah.
oh.
Next up.
Is that what they call
that,
it?
They call that worse than that for $5,000. It's
Well,
way worse than too bad.
That'd be a little more than sad.
Yeah.
Now let's start with the sports topics. One of the things that came out the other day, my team, my former team, the Las Vegas Raiders,
You really doing that?
released.
You really doing that?
I can't. I don't know. I was talking to Jamara yesterday,
Okay.
who's a Raiders fan, and all we do is sympathize with one another in the
Yeah.
poker room. And we were just talking, like, we're not getting anything out of this. We released Christian Wilkins, who we signed a big contract to last year. He came from the Dolphins, who he was a star player a couple of years ago. He got let go for kissing a teammate.
On the head.
On the head.
Forehead.
But
Context matters.
Here. What? It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So we're in the thing. Okay.
He didn't kiss me for the record, guys.
Okay.
no, not
No,
yet.
well, you don't. Okay.
Show's not over
So
yet.
Wilkins leaves Miami, and I'm like, why are they letting this guy go? This guy is a monster in the
Yes, he
middle.
is.
In my opinion, he was maybe the top 4 defensive tackle in the league. But then you start digging into these receipts, and it gets a little freaky.
You see some videos of him in college.
And there's a lot of
he's-
receipts.
yeah,
It's not
he's
just
like-
one thing. It's numerous things. And apparently this has been going on for.
Don't tackle the guy, and then like
Right.
he did, and they have it on camera.
It's a little different.
Really
It's more about chemistry thing more than anything else.
chemistry.
Well, locker room. Because
he's trying to get chemistry
Well,
with the
there was
guys.
a pattern. Well, apparently,
chemistry. He's
we're
like,
finding
"You have
out now
chemistry?"
there was a pattern of this stuff that happened last year with the Raiders. So it wasn't just one issue. It was numerous things that happened.
I'd
leading to this.
like to see like the reports. Like, okay, so Wilkins gets a little handsy in the locker room or whatever, and then does somebody come down and talk to him like, hey, we got to chill on that, and then put it in his file. And then, like, was there multiple times, or did everybody's like, this guy's weird, and then they basically, like, you got to get him out of here, and they didn't tell him, or did he get a chance to correct behavior? So, was it
I mean, again, if you were been told throughout the year last season that don't do this, do X, Y, and
That's
Z,
what I'm asking,
and you're still doing this, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a
That's the
report that came out.
problem.
That,
Okay.
There's numerous reports that came out that he did similar things last season. So this is the pattern. This is one incident. This is about 3 or 4. So
I'm trying to think if I've ever been in an environment where I'm like, oh,
yeah, man.
Do you want to be?
no.
Okay.
You
I
ever
don't think so.
been kissed by a black man?
Yeah, no, we're about comfortable work.
What does that matter?
We're all about.
I'm asking you. You have a lot of crushes.
Yeah,
You're Jalen Hurts, right?
absolutely. I've been
Just asking
kissed-
questions. That's all.
Yeah, maybe.
Have-
I don't know.
But Noah, having said that,
and if I did, I'm all right.
having
It's
said that,
cool.
I know we're all enamored with the story and all the stuff inside, but now we have a
what
guy
happens next?
you just mentioned,
Yeah.
top 4 guy
Yeah.
in this position in the league.
Cleveland.
He's free. Ooh, Jake.
He goes
Yeah,
to
Cleveland will take anything.
Jake.
Yeah, anybody
No,
goes
you're
to
good.
Cleveland.
Listen, the Eagles notoriously did one of the biggest.
I
It was
just
with
said
Michael
that.
Vick, and they took him after his antics or whatever, and I mean, by all accounts, he's able to get himself together.
Yeah.
Put him in a program. Maybe put him in a program like when you're tackling, and put him in a program to.
Straighten up.
Yeah.
to
This
stop
and
that.
this is where culture matters. And I think the Eagles' culture,
huge.
all things equal, if the Eagles were to actually, I don't think they need it, but if they were to go
Yeah.
after him, they're a culture that can handle the situation,
Yeah.
relatively decent.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
some places cannot.
No, the Las Vegas is the absolute worst place for anybody that has any kind of
I agree with that
off-field
100%.
issues. And I'm talking about sports in general. Like being a Las Vegas Raiders fan, look at, Antonio Brown. Look at,
The receiver.
the receiver from last year.
George Pickens.
Oh, no, not
No,
George
no,
Pickens
the
for
rookie.
the Raiders. Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Raider. Oh, right.
Yeah,
right.
Henry. Henry
Ruggs.
Ruggs.
You look at all these different guys that have come and gone with the Raiders, and the culture there I was hoping was going to change with Pete Carroll at the helm. Maybe he needs a little more time for that to happen.
It's tough. So here's what happens in the league is, okay, so you come in and you're trying to fix a culture. And in order to do that, you have to make some changes, and we've all seen it. You've seen it in corporations or in sports teams where you're trying to change culture, and there's some head turners. But in sports, it's a little tougher.
Yeah.
There's people and there's a fan base who are like, why are you letting Wilkins go, and why'd you let this guy go, or whatever. And then you have to answer for those things, and sometimes you don't have the answer, you don't want to give the answer. It's just like you have to trust us that there's a problem in the locker room. So that's a little tough for the public to understand. And then it comes out, and it's I don't know. I mean, what's you're in the public, you're in the limelight for Wilkins, and he gets all this stuff thrown out in the media. Is it fair to him? I don't know. Depending on where the reports are coming from, or is he ever going to make a statement saying that
Well,
or
not only that, there's a lot of conflicting reports. Yeah, Adam Schefter had one thing come out, and then
Yeah.
Mike Florio said something else different, and he
Right.
heard something else. So there's a lot of things out there. It's maybe a little bit responsible, but like I said, you have a quality top 4 guy in this position available now to a contender.
Yeah.
Who grab that's what I'm looking at now, because if said cultures, Eagles, or I don't know, the Bills maybe could use them. I don't know, a team that's right there on the cusp of.
yeah. If I ever get cut from here, we got to just come up with something a little more reasonable for me. Like that's
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like come up with something like he overslept or something.
No,
But-
after you get cut from here, we're gonna have so many stories.
Yeah,
We're
we're
gonna be
gonna have
like,
stories. But like, all right, we
God.
got some things like he was in the yeah.
I'm gonna get Schefter on like the speed dial.
Yeah,
and
reports.
tell him
Early
everything.
reports are saying that
Yeah.
Noah got a little handsy prior to the show in the thing.
He tried to kiss me. See?
Noah's
Tell
touching my
camera.
Noah's touching my leg right now as we speak. Okay, okay. Now he's not. Now let's move on to the next subject. The next subject is Madden 26 ratings came out. I knew Noah was going to want to talk about this because the
Well, what are
the
you saying?
99 club
Okay.
are out overalls for 2025, and obviously this is early. So the 99 club for Madden as of right now, there's an Eagles running back named Saquon Barkley.
Yes, Saquon.
We've heard of him.
Yeah.
An Eagles offensive lineman named Lane
Yeah.
Johnson.
Oh, 2 from the same team. That's
Deservedly.
Weird.
Champions, right? Champions.
Yeah.
know
World
each other.
champs.
There's a quarterback that married a movie star named Josh Allen.
His crush.
Mm-hmm.
Well, former crush. I don't know.
Look at how well I'm doing. Go ahead.
One of his thruple. That's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We got Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase. He's pretty good.
He is pretty good.
There's a Ravens quarterback, Lamar Jackson.
He deserves it.
Okay.
Vikings
Deserves
wide
it.
receiver Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
So far, they 100% so far on this.
And there's a Brown on here, Myles Garrett.
He deserves it too.
Yeah,
and
you
that's
see-
it.
All right, so we can't forget there's a lot that goes into this. And if anybody knows Madden, I know Madden. I'm the best Madden player I've ever met.
He is pretty good, actually. He's
the best Madden player.
You met yourself, that's it?
Everybody who says they play Madden, they ain't play me, they just lose.
He is good, though, I will
So
say.
just
I mean,
like-
he is really good, I will say
So,
that.
and
I'll vouch for him.
maybe we'll get some clips of me in Madden this season. I'll show everybody what it's all about or whatever.
It's not a
But
bad idea, actually.
Can't
So
get
it's
over that
so-
comment.
what? I am literally.
I'm the best player I've ever.
He's not, dude. No, look,
He's not- I'm
cocky
not
as it may
wrong.
be, he's
Yeah,
not wrong.
it's
He's really
tough.
good.
I know.
He's
I
good
know
at
it's
some
tough.
things.
It's tough, but a lot goes into this. And if you don't follow Ocho Cinco on Twitter, he's one of the ratings Madden ratings guys. I forget what they call them. They wear the jacket and it says Madden, and they literally go to the games. You hear Tyreek Hill talking about his preparation for games, and he mentions, well, I don't do a lot of scouting on the person. He's like, I look at the Madden ratings. The Madden ratings are so accurate for scouting a guy.
It really is.
On how they block, how they tackle, how fast they are, how quickly they accelerate their cuts and everything. It literally gives you the full outline for how to attack a team. It is bizarre. So, with that being said, I hate to say it, but one of the main tools during sports betting season, and when I'm using my Hard Rock Bet app, and the way I'm able to tell like who's going to win these games and who's going to be where, is because of the way it plays out on Madden, the mismatches, and you can run simulations. This is like a massive simulation where you can run Super Bowl after Super Bowl in 5 minutes to see who's going to win more, and it's accurate. It's bizarre how accurate it is. Now, throw out the injuries and the other things that happen that throw things off the rails, but you get a very good idea of who's going to beat who and who's going to come out on top more often than not. It's an amazing tool. It is Madden 26 though, I believe. I think it's called Madden 26 this year.
Yeah, it's always the year after.
It's at the year. It's weird how they do it, and I get confused. It used to not be that way, but I played Madden 1, and I'm a seasoned veteran. So
What is your favorite Madden of all time? Your personal favorite?
I don't.
I have mine, but you'll probably laugh at me if I say it.
I can't.
92.
92.
I love 92.
The first one that was online, 2005, I think, was the first one that was online on a PC, and
Is that one with Vic on the cover? Or is that 04?
Yeah, or that was 04. I think it was McNabb on the cover of 5, and that was where I was like, I got to go online, and I'm like, I am very good at this game, and that's what I did. And
no, I vouch for that. We used to play back in the day on Xbox back in 2009, and he used to kill me. Since I played him, he killed me.
Don't build him up anymore.
No, I mean, look, it is what it is, man.
So what we talk about who should be on there, who else should be on there.
99?
So I have one, and the only reason he's not on there, and I believe there's a rating on the ratings, and it goes down to durability. And if I had to pick one,
Oh boy, you gonna say it?
Joe Burrow.
Yep. I'm gonna say that.
Right. Okay. So Joe Burrow, his rating, I think he's held back by
98?
his durability. I haven't seen the rest of them yet, but I don't think there's a 98, there's some 97s and 96s. So his durability is holding you back.
So they weigh actually past history of injuries too.
100%.
No,
Okay. It's wild what they do.
That's
like
cool.
Durability, trucking, elusiveness, breaking tackles, block shedding, power moves, skill moves, spin moves. Like, it's a long laundry list of everything, and somebody goes out there and grades everybody on every single thing.
Let me ask you this though. So now, granted, his production's got lessened as a result, probably by design.
Yeah.
But why isn't Mahomes 99?
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
Well, he had a bad game.
He didn't watch.
Okay,
the
he had a
Super
bad
Bowl.
game.
Okay,
And
I'm
watch
just
the
checking.
Super Bowl. Well, not everybody played in the Super Bowl.
Because if you the
get hurt
optics,
much?
here's the optics. Everybody watches the Super Bowl. Mahomes gets blown out by Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
he got blown up by Tampa.
So how you gonna put Mahomes as 99 and not put Hurts as 99?
Jalen Hurts, I saw an early thing.
Yeah.
He's graded as 82.
That's way too
I'm
low.
kidding.
That's
You're
way too low.
absolutely
No, I'm
lying.
kidding. I'm going to start
You
him
got to
off.
be lying.
I'm kidding.
We're going to have a
Starting
riot here.
He's at least
I'm
94,
lying.
95.
He's not going to be. I know what they do. I know how they do
will,
these
yeah.
things. They will not. He's going to be 89.
Probably.
I'm going to
I
guess
can see
89. I haven't seen it yet. Let me do the research. It comes out a little over a week from today.
Look,
but I think he's coming in.
I am not an Eagles fan by no means. You guys know that. But I am getting sick and tired of Jalen Hurts disrespect now. I'm getting tired
There
of it.
you go.
You see
That's
Cam
what
Newton?
I'm talking
You see Cam
about.
Newton said
Let me
last week?
kiss you again,
Come on.
Ernest.
Go ahead. What Cam Newton
him.
said last week? Come on, bro. What are we doing? Stop.
Lay one on him, Noah.
I think Cam hit the 99 club one time or one of those years, which is wild.
MVP year, probably.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow. I watched Quarterback. Have you watched Quarterback on?
I started episode 1 yesterday. Really good.
All right, we got a problem here this season. You want to talk about glazing? I'm going to glaze the heck out of this dude.
He's handsome.
This guy.
He's handsome.
It's not about that. He's a good player.
He
Smooth.
throws. He is so. They call him Joe Cool. He absolutely fits the name of that. Like, He is so low-key, so nonchalant, handsome, and good at quarterback. Like, if he had an offensive line, it would be wild what he can do. I did not realize. I apologize. I didn't do my homework. I didn't watch enough Bengals. I didn't watch enough Joe Burr. But holy hell, is this guy good at football. He puts it right where it needs to be all the time. It's a problem this year.
If you watch him in college, you would have seen that kid was.
Do you think Madden should have a rating for being handsome?
Why not?
That's awesome.
But I'll add
See,
it.
there we go.
Yeah, like.
Well, Jalen Hurts wants to be in
handsome.
top, like at least 98, 99 because of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
We're gonna get off the Madden thing. I did
We're
play
gonna circle
Madden
back to this.
years ago. I used
This
to
is a
play
good topic,
Madden
though.
mobile on my phone, and I
That
can
doesn't
tell
count.
you, I know it wasn't the same way, but playing Madden in any form,
Yeah.
I knew more players than I ever had in my life because of Madden. You know more about football. It
do.
really is.
What we're going to do is after Madden drops before the football season, I'm going to play both of you guys, and then we're going to post
You're
the
gonna kill
scores
me, of
on
course.
here.
I'm
Oh,
playing
he
years.
just wants to show off.
And I'm literally against either of you. I'm a 48-point favorite.
You got a PS5 or Xbox?
Okay.
Though?
It doesn't matter.
What do you use?
I'll
now?
play on Nintendo. I don't
What
care.
do you use now? Currently?
Xbox.
That's okay.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, you never left it, huh? Interesting.
yeah, we're going to see that. That's not going to be fun. Travis Kalce. Travis Kalce debuted a new buzz cut transformation entering his 13th season at the Chiefs camp. The question is, he did come back for this year. Is he coming back again? The guy has nothing to prove. He's had a Hall of Fame career. I think that coming back means that he thinks the Chiefs have another chance of winning the Super Bowl and going for a title. What do we think, guys?
I mean, you picked this topic, right? The buzz cut.
That was when I looked up NFL news. That was the top story on Monday. I got to be honest with you. Everybody's talking about him cutting his hair. Obviously, it's now pop culture. It's not even about football anymore with Travis
for
Kelce.
obvious reasons.
Because he's dating somebody famous. I forget.
Yeah. He, like I said, in the year end of the year last season, I think it's year to year at this point. Look, as long as Patrick Mahomes is viable and his body's able to play football, I think he's going to be at least another year or two. I'll say max 3 years.
Thank God he slimmed up because he looked like
Yes.
he was running in mud again in the Super Bowl. He was slow and he didn't even have a catch until like the end of the third quarter, almost the fourth quarter. He was just non-existent. He wasn't the guy who you thought he was. It's tough in this league as a tight end. He's taking hits and he's taking shots, and he doesn't have. Okay, so he loses that weight and he can move a little faster, but now he doesn't have the separation ability. Like remember when Gronk, it didn't matter. He was
size.
slow, but he was just such a big body. It didn't matter. His catch range was amazing. So you wonder what's going to happen this year and what's his motivation to come back. And you remember his brother. His brother's a couple years ahead of him, Jason. So this will be 2 years. This will be his second year ahead of Jason that he actually played. So you wonder how long till he just settles in and be like, you know what, I did what I could do. I won some Super Bowls. I made some money. I'm a pop culture icon now. So maybe I'll just go and play that card now.
Am I wrong for thinking that even health aside, yeah, I'm probably wrong. Gronk over Kelce still all the time?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
close.
I'm there. I'm still there.
Taking Gronk 10 days out of
Not
10.
only, I mean, they're probably similar in pass catching situations, but as a blocker, Gronk has got Kelce beat 2-1.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders came out, I believe it was yesterday or the day before,
Yesterday.
said that he underwent some surgery to remove a cancerous tumor and his bladder this offseason. So prayers up for Deion. To me, one of the 5 greatest athletes in NFL history. I love Deion, and prayers up to him and his family.
5 is being kind. I think it's probably top 3 or 2.
Oh, I was just being kind.
Yeah. I mean, that dude, he was a game changer when he went to.
Yeah.
You feel for him. I mean, he had that foot thing where he
Amputated
lost
his toe.
Yeah, a few of them.
Was more than one?
Oh yeah,
Oh, shoot.
it was a section. He had all that stuff going on. And now he comes back. I do get a little concerned. These are serious health issues, and you're coaching next year, and how long can you maintain that? And most importantly is your health. After everything else, you could have anything in this world, your job, money, or all this thing. Your health is number one. Focus on that.
Absolutely. I think, not to sound morbid here, but I think it's probably his last season. Honestly.
Yeah,
I think so.
do not disagree.
John Bunner's checking in. He's taking a shot at Noah when it comes to fantasy football, and that's funny.
That's funny because we're going to settle that.
Yeah, we're going to settle it because we're going to have a fantasy football league.
Did he win?
And we're drafting live on here. So
He said took
we're
him to
gonna
the Super Bowl.
see.
Did he win the Super Bowl?
No, he did not. That's why he worded it accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He worded it accordingly.
That's why the context
me.
context matters.
You're the guy. Like Yeah, Patty Mahomes took us to the Super Bowl last year. So you're a loser? Like, what are you even saying right now? That's what that says. You're like, look at the wording in that. I wouldn't even. You know what? Some things are best left unsaid. Anyway,
August 20th, we're going to do a live fantasy football draft right
Yes.
here.
Wow.
Right
That's
here
the announcement.
live.
Breaking news.
Yeah, that's going to be August 20th, right after the show. We're going to do at 11:15 on August 20th. We're going to have a whole cast of characters. We're all going to be on there.
Buzz cut?
It's going to be amazing.
oh, that's gonna be something.
You
It's
should have a
gonna be
Kalce buzz cut.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
cut your hair for that.
Again, things that should be unsaid. You're talking about my hair.
We're all gonna shave our beards.
No, but that's my choice.
We're going
Right,
to shave our
okay.
beards off for the fantasy
That's
football
not
draft,
happening.
of course.
I'm a 99 on head.
Funny, I didn't play you in the Super Bowl,
That
John
is
says.
funny.
He actually might be a part of it, too, so that's going to be
No,
fun.
he is. I
That's
already
going to be a lot of
penciled
fun.
it in.
Oh,
Yeah,
good,
this is
good.
That's
great.
going to be a
Good.
lot
Be
of
more fun. Oh,
And
yes.
That's going to be must-see TV, and we're going to have like some kind of beeping on there for cussing because it's going to be a lot of fun. The fantasy football draft coming up on August 20th around 11:15, 11:30 right here on all of our social media. Now let's take a preview of the NFC North. Let's run down the teams in the NFC North. We got the Chicago Bears, the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers, and the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, so the Bears are 8.5 win over/under. This is Caleb Williams' second year in the league.
The reports
I
are
expect-
not good. The reports are not good coming out of Chicago.
That's not a good thing to hear.
They changed the coach. They changed the offense. They
and
are
still-
said he is a deer in the headlights, and people came out. I think one of his receivers came out on record this week and said, like, yeah, it's not going well. Like,
Yep.
like we're struggling a little bit. Keep an eye on that. That is a big problem in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, and this is arguably the best division of football. Arguably, I think the AFC North and AFC West has something to say about that.
That
But
you're just not making sense now.
wait, you disagree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna take an under in the Bears 8.5 wins. I think some of those things are concerning, and
Yeah.
even with that,
Yeah.
you still have the Detroit.
Wait, do you
Green
think
Bay.
the Bears are a good team?
I think they're a solid team and a good roster, but if
Okay.
Caleb Williams cannot get better, cannot ascend, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Okay.
this is a team that started 5-3 last year, and then went after that Hail Mary against the Commanders, they just fell apart.
Yeah.
So I'll go
Okay.
under on this one, 8.5 for the Bears. What you got? 8.5.
I got the under, 100%
Okay.
the under.
Okay.
I think
Caleb
they-
Williams is going to be it's a concern for me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's digesting what's happening over there. I'm going under for
I'm
sure.
interested too. If this fails this year, do they go in the draft? Depending on where they land in the order to draft, do they go after a quarterback in the draft year 3?
No.
Or do you stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they figure it out and win 9 games.
Oh.
That's what I think
Over?
happens
Wow.
to the Bears. I'm going the over in this
Yeah,
one.
sorry
wow.
about that.
Wow.
Okay,
Nice.
what about the Lions?
10.5 wins? A team that lost not one but both their coordinators, Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson went to Chicago, of course, as mentioned.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn to the Jets. That has to have some consequence, right?
Mhm.
You know, I like I call him Matt Campbell. But at the same time, Dan Campbell rather. At the same time, they're still a great team. So I don't think they'll be 15-2 as they were last year. I'll take the over, but they'll be closer to a 11-12 win team.
So
I'll take
what's the
over.
number?
10.5.
Yeah, so think about that number for a second. From a team that played the way they did, and now the line has moved down that far. So, again, watching the quarterback show, we saw a lot of insight to how things went in there.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, some of the stuff. So here's what you have there. You have a pretty solid roster, but you have a massive letdown from last year, the way that thing ended up. And I know they had injuries and all those things. I don't know if they got much better with what they did, but they've been almost there, and then almost there, and then you could do that so long. But at the same time, Gambling Dan has been rolling the dice, and I've been saying this, and I said it's going to eventually cost him, and it has in the past. He rolls the dice on everything. Eventually, those numbers, you don't win those coin flips anymore, and there's only so many trick plays you could put in the book before you're running. I mean, they're running Fumble-Rooski. They literally ran Fumble-Rooski where they're, like, pretending to fumble, and they throw for a touchdown or whatever. Like, I get it. It's all gimmicky or whatever, but, is Goff that guy that can lead you to promised land? I'm not so sure. Based on his performance in the big game, he had the yips a little bit, and he's winging that thing all over the place. And then they're making calls when they're still in the game. They were down 2 scores, and they run a wide receiver pass, and he throws an interception and ends the game. So I'm not high on those guys. I'm going to take the under.
Wait, you think it'll be under 10 wins this year?
Wow.
Under
Under 10 and a half.
Wow.
It's not 10.
Ooh,
It's
wow.
not under 10.
Wow.
Don't under 10 and a half. 10 wins.
So you're saying you see a massive regression from 15 wins to 10 or less?
Well, it's 10 wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 wins.
Wow.
Write it down.
Because I agree with him on the regression. I don't think they'll fall that far.
Yeah.
No.
10 wins.
Okay. You?
10 wins.
No, I'm going over that. I think they'll win at least 11.
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
agree with that.
Okay, let's check in on who's next. The Packers.
So they're 9.5 wins. A team that didn't really do much. I know they lost Jair Alexander. They cut him. He went to the Ravens. A solid team. A team last year that at moments last year we thought, okay, this could be one of those fringe, Super Bowl contenders. And every time they get to a big game against either the Lions or the Eagles, or they fail. Look, I think they'll get the over on this one, but I'm looking big picture. Is this team one of those teams that can enter that conversation with the Eagles and probably the Rams? We'll get to the West late in a couple weeks, but I'm gonna go over on this one for the Packers.
All right, I'm going under again.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I think that. Here's something you're forgetting. You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is advanced thoughts, and you guys are gonna have to
Advanced thoughts.
Okay, so put this in advanced thoughts category. So as you're saying how great the division, you're literally saying it's the best division.
You disagree? No, it's arguably.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So as you say that, do not forget that these teams play each other twice a season. So when that happens, and you're saying you're beating steel on steel, you have losses there. So they're going to automatically incur losses from each other.
Right. No, I get that.
And then you get outside the division. So if you're saying they're that good, they have to be that good against everybody. I don't believe they are. I have them on the under also.
So what was the excuse last year? Detroit 15 wins. Minnesota 14 wins.
Right.
Green Bay 11 wins last year.
Yeah.
What was the excuse last year?
Yeah, Lions went undefeated in the division last year too.
And the Bears were actually 5-3 before the meltdown.
Yeah, but you gave the Bears 10 wins. So that means
no, I didn't. I went under.
Okay.
No, he went under.
I went under.
Over.
Okay.
I agree with you on that one.
Okay. What about the other one?
I have Detroit over, but slightly over.
Okay. And where do you have this one?
Packers over, but slightly over as well too.
Okay. So you have the Packers over, but Detroit you have the Detroit over, and they're going to win. Or who's going to win the series against Detroit and Green Bay?
Maybe they split.
Detroit's going to split them.
Sweep. Okay, split.
Right?
Okay.
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. I see an under here also, and then don't even get me started on Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, this is the.
I'm under on the Packers too.
So Minnesota's 8.5 wins. Minnesota is probably the biggest wild card, not only in the division, but I would argue in the conference. They got arguably the best receiving core in football. Arguably, I think Eagles has something to say about that. But the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy now. Last year was Sam Darnold. They won 14-3.
We're trying to get credibility on the
Hold
show.
on. So wait. So you have the best receiver in football in Jay Jetta.
We're trying to
Wait,
get.
are you disagreeing with that now? Jay Jetta's.
I am. I disagree with that.
Who's better than Jay Jetta in the league right now? Chase, I guess, is the only guy I'm considering. I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I mean, like I said.
And then who's the second guy? I don't even know his second guy.
Addison, the kid Addison, is probably one of the best number 2 guys in the league.
He's a good player.
He's not one of the best 2 guys.
Oh, I mean, give me 3 cores in the league that you're taking that's probably better than theirs, clearly. Eagles, 1. Okay, I'll give you Eagles. What else?
Cincinnati, for sure.
Okay.
100%.
That's it. And that's it. That's where it ends.
No, that's not
and
it.
That's where it ends.
I need a minute. Go ahead.
No, but anyway, Minnesota biggest wild card here. It's all about McCarthy. If McCarthy can step in the way Darnold did last year, this team should win at least 9-10 games. It's a very solid roster in general. This is the hardest over/under. I would not bet this. I'll take it over because I have a sneaky suspicion that they're going to be the team that probably surprises the most, just based on the fact that the quarterback after coming from injury last year. I'll go over in the Vikings, but I would not bet that.
Their quarterback's essentially a rookie quarterback. He didn't even play last year, so now he's getting in there. He's mixing it up. I don't know. I don't know if you're not watching. You're not attending any of the camps like me. Like I'm seeing at camp, I'm seeing what these guys are doing, and he does not look good.
McCarthy?
Yeah.
Really?
He doesn't look good. So, yeah, I'm taking under. So, as you're saying that this might be the best division football could be, I have them all going under because I don't think they're that good. That's it.
Yeah.
Best division football is who then? The North? AFC North?
Yeah, I think.
And then the Browns.
I think that's reasonable.
The Browns bring it down to this tap, though.
Well, no, they definitely drag it down, but the quality of play there is pretty tough.
I say right now the AFC West might be the best division football, though.
The West is right there also.
It is.
I think the North is the third here, NFC North.
I'm taking the Vikings under on this one also.
Okay.
But who do you think is going to win this division? I think we're all going to agree.
So if you had asked me this back in February, March, I would have said probably the Packers because of the coordinators losing in Detroit. But I don't know, man. Green Bay's can Jordan Love ascend to that top 10 guy? That's still a big question. He melted down last year in the playoffs. I don't know. I think the safe bet here is taking Detroit to win the division, but it's going to be a 3-team race in between those two, and maybe Minnesota if McCarthy can step forward and do his thing.
Yeah, I picked all under, so I have to go with Detroit to make all my things truthful.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking Detroit to win it all.
Yeah.
That's it. Any other things we're going to talk about with the NFC North? I mean, everybody talked about the Bears. The Bears are one of those promising when you put it on the paper, look like a promising team, but as Noah said, they're not looking good right now in the preseason. So if they don't come up with something and something doesn't change, I don't see a lot.
All right, write some
from
stuff
the
down.
Bears.
Write some stuff down.
Write it
Kayla
down.
Williams is not it. Write that down.
Well, you said last year, so
Yeah.
before
Right,
you're
well, you can
one,
write it
one for
down.
one.
Write it down.
By the way, Jared Goff's wife's really gorgeous. She's on the quarterback show.
Yeah, I thought the most gorgeous person on there was Joe Burrow.
I'm not surprised you said
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Was it the Frosted Tips?
No, you see, he had that jacket with no shirt on. That was pretty good.
What episode was that for?
Yeah, exactly.
This show again off the rails.
No, it's on the reels. It's what we
Oh,
do.
is it?
It's what we
Yeah.
do. Come
I'm
on.
just calling it like I see it.
That's right. I like it.
Noah and his quarterback love. It's amazing. It really is. Now let's talk about baseball. Something that
You're a cheater.
Noah
You're a
doesn't.
cheater.
Noah's
I
not
don't
in
know
love
any
with
handsome.
anybody.
I don't know any
Well,
handsomeness
you
in
probably
that.
like Aaron Judge. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Judge,
three now.
Yeah.
But now the 2025 MLB trade deadline is coming up tomorrow night at 6. I mean, not a lot of huge trades so
Please
far.
God, Yankees, help
You know,
us.
Josh Naylor did get moved. He's one of my favorite players on my fantasy team. But then my closer, a gentleman named Emmanuel Kalce, who is arguably one of the best closers in the league, he's now placed on non-disciplinary paid leave.
Yeah, what happened?
For an investigation into sports betting. He's the second Guardians pitcher placed on leave
All right,
as they investigate.
What these guys learn about the gambling thing? Seriously?
Okay, so we're starting to, and this was always an issue people in the past have worried about it before sports betting became as popular as it is right now. It's always a concern that somebody's going to go off the rails. Anytime you're dealing with money, there's a chance that somebody's going to do something nefarious. Nefarious.
I like that
I love
word.
that. I love that word.
That might affect the outcome of some of these things. So it'll be interesting to hear what happens. And now, obviously, the sports are going to try to protect everything at all costs and not mention what happened or whatever. Again, I mentioned this about Pete Rose. He talked about it. If he's betting on his games, that's a deal breaker. Any bets on your games that you pick them to lose or not take you to play your best. If you bet on yourself, I think that should be legal. I said it before.
I agree.
Like, I want to bet on myself. I'm good at this sport. Like, you bet. Like that. We do that. Like,
I'm that confident. We're gonna crush you guys. I'll put money on
I'm
that.
going to crush you in Madden. I want to bet on me. Right. But if you bet against yourself, you're showing something that you could like
affect it the other
literally
way around, right.
you could affect the thing. So if you're betting against your team or betting against yourself is a problem. I can see that where it comes in. But other than that, I mean, does it really matter if, the Yankees and the Red Sox are playing and you're out in Milwaukee or whatever town you're in and you're like, I'm bored, I want to put a bet in. I don't know if that really matters unless you have inside information. You call your buddy over there. But, buddies have buddies, and I know a lot of professional sports people, and I could get inside
You've
information.
seen this problem in the NBA, too. People getting busted for gambling to win games. Like, come on, guys. I mean,
going out early in the game, and
what are we doing, bro?
the other right-hander, Luis Ortiz. I saw a lot of videos of what they were investigating with him. It had to do with, I believe, first pitches. I think the same thing with Kalce. And I honestly
his first pitch.
Yeah, I believe the first pitches in the games were like wild pitches and that kind of stuff. And there's all these different things you can bet on.
And
Do we have a pattern for wild pitches from a pitcher and betting on it?
Ooh.
What?
That was what I believe that they were trying to get with Luis Ortiz. Yeah,
You would think the news, all these players in different sports getting busted for gambling. Calvin Ridley a couple years ago. You think that the scare factor would affect them, but clearly it's still a thing.
It's not like they're not making enough money. I mean,
well,
come on.
I mean, look, whatever.
I mean, I like
that's
to
their
gamble
pocketbooks and
too,
wallets, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, no, it's when it gets to the point where I said this years ago when it comes to sports betting, this show is, about sports betting too. We're all talking about sports betting, and then, we expect that these players aren't going to take part in it. And, it's going to happen, and they're investigating
It's the same
guys.
thing here. So, okay, so if you're involved in a sport where you have some influence or you have back information, it's like me. I'm not allowed to play here. Like you know that, right? I'm not allowed to play here.
Probably shouldn't anyway.
Because I would come in a tournament. I would win the tournament.
you dominate.
And then
Win the crown, come in, brag, blah, 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 blah.
Everybody would start.
Rinse, repeat. Yes.
So they would start.
Noah got aces again.
So they would start asking.
knew?
They would start asking questions. Be like, "What is this thing? Like, what's going on over there?" A funny story is my wife one time played in a charity event over here, and it was on stream, and she goes and mops this whole thing. She mops the whole tournament, wins the whole thing. It's not, and I'm like. I pull her aside. I was like, "Hey, I got bad news." I was like, "The optics on this is not good." I was like, "We're gonna go ahead and donate everything, every single dollar, to the charity."
Yeah, you didn't need it.
No, we didn't need it
you
either.
got money.
So we did do that, but you have to eliminate that perception.
Yeah.
So and you can't put yourself in that position. Perception's a terrible thing. Even to start going down that path, you probably shouldn't even have the app. If you play a professional sport, you probably shouldn't have the app.
No, I agree.
Just for purposes.
Yeah.
No, and that's what we're going to find out. We're going to keep hearing these stories.
But if you
over
did
the
have the
years.
app, what app would you have, Mike?
Hard Rock Sports Betting app. That's the one that we are actually marketing partners with. You can find out more information at pbkennelclub.com, and that's /Hard Rock. What you want to do is get in on that new bet offer.
That's
for
pretty
$5.
cool.
You get $150. And one of the things I didn't mention, we got out of football. One of the things I wanted to mention to Noah, which is going to be very upsetting to him, if you're looking at some early bets, the new Super Bowl odds for the Super Bowl this year.
Okay.
The third place is Philadelphia Eagles at +700.
Okay.
Who's won?
In second, Buffalo Bills at +650.
Oh.
And the top team that the Hard Rock thinks is going to win the Super Bowl is the Baltimore Ravens at +650.
And that's silly for me. You know why? Because the Eagles won not only the better team of the three, they also have the easiest path to the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
What are we doing? Like, come on. That's like if I'm place a bet on that one, the Eagles now.
You know how sports betting works, right, Ernest? The more money that's put on a certain direction,
right,
then the line comes
of course,
down.
yeah.
So I have the benefit of liking a team that everybody hates. Right? So I
there's
get an advantage there.
Well,
wait.
Yeah.
Does everybody hate the Eagles? Everybody hates the Eagles?
Yeah.
Well,
So everybody
now
hates So everybody hates the Eagles, so I get an automatic advantage on my bets because everybody's betting against the Eagles. So the odds for me goes up. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
That's so silly.
Yeah, so those are the current Super Bowl odds right now. Now we're going to talk about the other things going on in baseball. Phillies' Bryce Harper had a profane clash with the commissioner over the salary cap. The commissioner was in the locker room, and his exact words were, at one point Harper told Manfred if he was there to talk about the salary cap, he could get the F out of the clubhouse. The F, I can't say. It's something.
Farfanugan?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Get the Farfignugan out of the clubhouse. That's what he said in a very harsh tone. He wasn't in the clubhouse to specifically talk about a potentially salary cap, but other things about sports economics. Do you think baseball should have a salary cap?
Wait, first off, I think there should be action taken against if you're talking to an officer of the company, which essentially he is. This guy's in charge of the
runs
whole
all
thing.
of baseball.
Let's try that here. Like when we get somebody on the show.
When that guy's here?
Yeah, when that guy's here and be like, yeah, let's talk about salaries right now. What are you even
on the
talking
show.
about? What are you talking about? Like that's not the place. It's not the time. Pull them aside. You got a problem or whatever. But you're going to voice, and first and second off, you guys do okay, and then it's still not enough, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your crap.
Yeah.
No.
You're so buttoned up. Look at you.
What a salary! what a salary cap in MLB would
Well, if you
change
care about
things.
competition, then the answer is yes.
Yes.
It does need it, but it is still a big regional sport, and they do rely on the big markets to stay relevant. The Yankees, Dodgers, Mets, you name it, Red Sox. But competition-wise, I would argue they still need a salary cap. But at the same time, it also restricts the big teams to do what they do. You will have a Juan Soto on the roster right now with the Mets if salary cap didn't exist.
As this thing grows, you know what you could do is you could have a minimum salary where you have to pay some guys, so then you would be forced to field a team. You wouldn't just waste the money.
The NBA does it right, though. The NBA does it right because they have the best of both worlds. There's a soft cap, and then there's you can pay into the luxury or into the second apron, but it's going to cost you a ton of money.
I think the NFL just this is what it is. This is the money you get. Figure it out, and it goes up.
But NFL is different that way because NFL it's not a regional sport. It's everybody. You're investing in the Jaguars as much as you invested in the Rams. You like the NFL as a whole,
right?
Whereas baseball has a different problem. More people I love baseball, but I'm definitely more invested in the Mets. And maybe a couple of teams here and there. I'm not going to watch a Mariners game. Well, now Cal Raleigh being what he's doing this year, but I wouldn't watch a Mariners game every night on the NBA at bat. But they have this different problem.
All sports have that same problem where they have franchises that are just feudal. We know this.
But people are still going to watch even if by week 10 Jaguars and Titans whatever is on Thursday Night Football. People are still going to watch that game. Not to the volume of Eagles and Bills. But it's still going to watch the damn game.
Right.
So the NFL has a different situation because all 32 teams are valuable,
right,
marketable-wise. marketing-wise. So.
Well, that and fantasy football makes it so everybody
That,
wants
and then
to
you have
watch
that
all
angle
the
too on top of
games.
that.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yep.
Now we're going to talk about the Yankees. They're trying their mightiest to secure a wild card spot.
Let me check my bet.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I bring this up because of the fact that Noah has that parlay bet. As Jake put on the screen, the Yankees are done, so it's Noah's bet.
Well, I mean, the bet was to win the World Series.
Yeah.
I still
All right,
think,
last we checked on street, we were at 120 was my offer, the Hard Rock, which I declined. I told him I'm not taking it. I reached out and said I'm not taking that. So let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, we're in trouble here, folks. We're down to $67.23.
You might want to take that now. And then bet
picture.
that on something
Like,
else.
I literally am on the verge of winning $11,970, and they're offering me $67.23. You know what? I live dangerously. I'm rolling the dice
I'm
on
still-
$67.23.
and
I'm going for
and
it.
it's the thing too. Also, baseball as a Met fan, like we literally had a horrible June, and then we had a really great, pretty good July after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So baseball, you talk about swings in sports. Baseball, you get all these swings. There's still too much left in the season. The American League is still pretty wide open. I know you have obviously the Blue Jays playing well right now, and a couple other teams here and there. The Yankees still have a better chance against the World Series than Dodgers do because the National League is just tough.
Right.
There's
You
way
just
too
got to
many
get
good
in
teams.
there. You could get
So,
hot.
The concern here for the Yankees more so is getting in at this point now because Aaron Judge is out for 10 days.
Yeah.
But it's good news. It's not going to be a
Are they going to
severe
make any
injury.
moves? Are they going to make any
They're
moves?
going to have to make some
They
moves
have
now
to make
to make
moves.
sure they
Please,
don't have
God.
choice.
Make
Because the
some
wild
moves.
card
Save Noah's
well,
bet. Go
look,
get that guy from Pittsburgh. That's it.
They'll still get in the playoffs, but the thing is
Please.
that the wild card pitch is starting to get a little crowded now. So
My bet would go if they got Skeens today. My bet would go up. They'd offer me $1,000, and I still wouldn't take it because that guy's gold.
I'll
That
press the
guy's a
button for
god.
you if you need me to.
How about
I
Pittsburgh?
mean-
how about Pittsburgh and how they're playing right now?
Yeah.
Like they're starting to like. I mean,
They are.
I
and
get
that's when you sell.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you sell.
so
yeah.
what?
So to
Oh,
your point,
sorry,
the Yankees will.
Yeah, we're
go for-
buying. Yankees, please buy.
Yeah, well, they have
Yankees,
to
I
buy.
need you to buy.
Did you see what the Athletics rookie Nick Kurtz did the other night? He hit 4 home runs in a single game.
I heard about that.
And now he is the favorite to win AL Rookie of the Year on the Oakland Athletics, who are just a team
That's wild.
it's unbelievable. I think this guy is doing that there in Oakland. Also, over the weekend, the National Baseball Hall of Fame added 5 members. Ichiro, CC Sabathia, Billy Wagner, and Dick Allen and Dave Parker were voted
I
in.
don't know
numbers
Dick
are-
Allen.
Dick Allen?
Yeah,
They were
that's-
just voted in by the Classic Baseball
he's having
Era Committee.
He's having a great year. He's been 308, 23
Yeah.
home runs, 59 ribbies.
Wait,
Oh,
who?
You know,
Nick
Kurtz.
Kurtz.
Oh, we're past that now.
No,
I
no.
thought you were talking about like.
no, you're saying he's the first time.
I thought you were
person
talking about
since those guys.
Ichiro.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Oh.
We're getting
Oh,
there.
yeah. Well, Ichiro the other day, the guy, how could you not like Ichiro?
Oh, he's the
Right.
best,
I
dude.
mean, he's amazing.
He broke down that barrier for
he
the
did.
international baseball.
He
Yeah.
listed out some of his impressive stats, saying that the achievements were recognized by the writers. Then, well, all but one of you, he added, referencing the voter whose identity is still unknown. And by the way,
I need someone to out that dumb writer,
Yeah.
and so
He
I can
said-
slap him in
he
the
said-
Sunday.
That's not a thing. You don't know how democracy works in voting.
No.
Like you don't get to know my vote.
I found out. Well, I know.
You don't get to know my
Well,
vote.
we did find out in 2013 when
That's what
when-
protects
when,
democracy.
So when LeBron, I made the case that in 2013 when
Can't-
LeBron was one vote from being unanimous MVP in the NBA, and we found who it was. It was Gary Washburn of the Boston Globe,
Oh,
and he
that's
voted
not
Carmelo
surprising.
Anthony.
Yeah, don't tear down democracy with your antics.
No,
well, what
I get it.
Ichiro said was, and by the way, the offer for that writer to have dinner at my home is now expired. So
Ah,
he's
okay.
playing it up. He's laughing it
He's
off.
still in, but it's
you know.
something special to be getting unanimous. It's something special.
Yeah.
I agree. The writer's he's a moron.
Yeah, we just talked
Wait.
about what?
He gets a vote for a reason. They put him in there.
Explain
It's
why.
Opinion. I don't know. Maybe the guy
These
has a
writers,
reason.
but these writers have been dumb anyway.
Do they give a reason? They should have to
these
give a
ri-
reason.
But these writers are also very old.
Give me a two-liner.
I remember.
Like a
I remember. I
two-liner.
remember Dan Lebertard actually mocking them one time, and he got voted off the committee because he used to be a writer, a voter back in the day. Because some of these writers are just dated and old and crotchety and whatnot. It's ridiculous, dude.
Could have been one issue that the guy had at one point.
He's a moron. I have an issue with the guy. He's
Like,
a moron.
if he hooked up with his wife or something, I get it.
Probably.
His
Let's
wife's
start
pretty,
that
man.
rumor.
His wife's pretty pretty. Ichiro's wife.
Well,
No,
let's
I-
find the voter's wife and see if she's also attractive.
Probably not. Probably like 90-something years old.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about with there. Now let's talk about that Hard Rock Bet offer that,
Let's do that.
we had brought up a little bit earlier. We are marketing partners with Hard Rock Bet, and that's offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Now their new promotion is new players who sign up deposit and place their first cash bet of at least $5 with the Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook, and they're going to get $150 in bonus bets. Only that first placed bet will qualify for the promotion. Qualifying odds must be negative 250 or longer, and then bonus bets are going to be split into 6 $25 bonus bets, and those are going to be loaded in your account at bet placement, and then bonus bets are going to expire after
Even
14.
if you don't do that, like say you're not a sports bettor, right?
Yeah.
Just click on this QR code right now.
Mm-hmm.
Put in, I think you can put
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to put a lot in. I think you
No.
put in like $10. Bet
Yeah.
5, get 150.
It's
Tune
great.
into the show next week. Listen to all the winners that I give you,
That
and then
Noah
just
gives
cash
you.
the check, and then either retire or keep the thing rolling. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay.
And those bonus bets expire 14 days after. The official rules are at pbkennelclub.com/Hard Rock Bet. Of course, we talk a lot about sports betting on the show. Now we're going to move into NBA, where I'm going to mention something else about sports betting because Luka is in great shape and the Lakers
dude.
are still plus 1,400 to
So,
win it all.
A month ago, we discussed this, how he lost a lot of weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the new pitcher's he looks like he's swole now.
Yeah.
So on top of him losing weight, he's now putting on some muscle.
I saw him and Aaron Judge hanging out at a Yankees game. And
Oh,
yeah, he
interesting.
looked.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, he looked.
Huh.
Aaron Judge looks like a monster. He's
Yeah.
like, that guy is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think there's some pressure on Luka now. Number one, obviously you're top 3-4 player in the league. You're a Laker now on top of that. Transition year probably because LeBron's probably last year in LA, most likely unless he gets traded. I think Luka has now, is at least from the optics, answering the call. Now we'll see how that translates to basketball. And the Lakers, I still think the Lakers are not good enough to beat the top teams in the West. I still think, even on paper, the Clippers, as old as they look, with Bradley Beal and Chris Paul, they are still better than the Lakers, clearly. Unless there's injuries involved in that. OKC number 1, Houston number 2. I'll still take Denver over the Lakers right now. But it's good to see Luka taking his health seriously, and this could be a sign things to come. We'll see.
So I know I talk about baseball and I don't have that handsome guy. I think my kid likes Luka, and she's really gonna like
Really?
skinny
She is?
Luka. He could be the face. He could be that guy. He could be
Wow.
the face. Like he could be the face. Like Burrow could definitely be the face. If he wins the Super Bowl, forget it. It's the face of the NFL.
man.
It's all over.
There is
But
no
same thing with
Go ahead.
Luka could be the face of the NBA.
Well, right, to your point.
Yeah.
And that's not for grabs because right now the face of the NBA, honestly, it's LeBron James.
Still LeBron James.
Because it's all about energy. Who takes the most oxygen in the room? It's LeBron
Right.
James. So, I mean, that's up for grabs still, in my opinion. Yeah, it's good.
They're a problem with him being able to move and play like he can and he's able to do. That's gonna be a big deal.
do you mean?
That was a big deal where he came from, and before he got traded, that was a big deal. His weight, everybody always talked about.
Well, and
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he actually stopped drinking beer because that's one of the things that we heard for actually a couple of years now is that he's a big beer drinker.
Don't
So
they
maybe
have that? They got that ultra or something, right? They just do that.
it's not all not good for you, man. Come on.
Let's talk about Hornets superstar LaMelo Ball. I like this kid. I think he's great. He was labeled the most overrated player in the NBA. Here's the list. They said LaMelo Ball was named. Tyrese Halliburton got such an honor last year, but then went
Looks
on
bad
to
now.
a legendary playoff run. So Ball joined De'Aaron Fox, Austin Reeves, Jaren Jackson Jr., Tyler Hero, Scott Barnes, John Morant, and Domantas Sabonis. Were all dishonorable mentions on this list of
So I
overrated
got an
players.
inside track on this, Mike. Okay,
I
so
wanna
I'm
hear
gonna tell
it.
you how this works. So with sports cards, which we have a show coming up in August.
We do. We'll talk
right.
about
What
it.
happens is these guys come out, right, and you start buying them up, right, and everybody buys the hype, and they buy they ride that wave, and they're like, oh, we all got to get Zion Williamson.
John Morant, Zion, yeah.
All right, so LaMelo, they nailed this thing. I got a story about this one. When sports cards were on fire, I get a call from one of my buddies. He's like, hey, are you interested? He's like, I got 3 LaMelo Ball rookie grade PSA grade 10s for $300 a piece. You want them? I was like, yeah, I'll be right there. Drive to wherever, meet him, and give him $900. He gives me 3 PSA 10 LaMelo Balls, and I'm like, this is awesome. This guy's going to be gold. Everybody loves this guy. I am not kidding you. I do not kid you. By the time it hit after that game that night, he broke his elbow or whatever he did when he had that injury, and now those cards are worth like $47 each. So when you talk about overrated, you can see this thing coming.
Yeah.
They nailed that one. Like he's my guy. Put him on that list. He's my guy.
Overrated doesn't mean bad. Let's preface that real quick. It just means that you're not as good as the hype
I know.
suggests. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
LaMelo's a good player, but
Lamar Jackson's overrated.
no, that
Wow.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Now you're being ridiculous now.
Wow.
No.
Jalen Hurts is underrated.
I agree with that. That writes itself, of course.
Yeah.
Could it be also to the fact that he plays in Charlotte as well too that hurts him?
Yeah, I think that
I mean,
definitely
that could be
hurts him.
arguably.
No, that doesn't play into overrated. Overrated falls when you're in a big market. like you have to be, if you're in a small market and you're overrated, you're really, really overrated. You're really bad at what you do.
The thing is
because you're overrated in a small market where people are talking about you when they shouldn't.
The issue
if
is
you end up in New York like R.J. Barrett, he was overrated, but because he was in New York, they rode that hype, and that added to his overratedness. Good market adds to overratedness.
LaMelo puts up the numbers, but again, I mean, you debated on my podcast a couple months ago with one of my guests, and he agrees that he's
LaMelo
overrated.
was?
LaMelo, yeah, I agree. He's overrated.
Wait,
that's my guy.
Your
By the way.
guest?
Huh?
LaMelo was your guest?
No, a friend of mine who's an NBA analyst.
Okay.
We all agreed LaMelo was an overrated player in the league before they put his list out. So,
I
and I agree.
agree.
For the record, I agree with him. He's an overrated player in the league.
I agree.
Right.
He's a good player. He's just not a winning player.
Yeah.
So
Talking about rankings, Kobe actually, I know that Ernest really wanted to talk about this.
yes.
A few weeks ago, Bleacher Report came out with their top 100 NBA players ever. Let me run down the list. I'll go from 20 to 1. 20, Dr. J. 19, the Admiral David Robinson. 18 was
Underrated.
Dirk.
That's underrated.
17th was Joker. 16th was Kevin Garnett. 15th was the logo Jerry West. Then you got Oscar Robertson.
14.
Robertson, that is. Kevin Durant. Hakeem was 12, and Kobe ended up 11 on this list.
Wow.
So
11th.
I have a top 10. I've had a top 10 list, that's modified every so often for the last 20-something years. Kobe Bryant is a top 10 player of all time.
Oh, hands down.
So this is ridiculous, okay?
Yeah.
Now, is he a top 5 player? That's debatable.
I think so.
say no. Like, on my current list, he's at number 8, okay? However, I am actually going through my list again this summer. I'm going to be doing another modification because the last time I modified this list was a couple years ago when Steph Curry won his 4th title, and he became number 10 on my list as a result of the 4th title.
Well, he's number 10 on the Bleacher Report.
Yeah, which
list,
they got
too.
that correct. Their top 10 list outside the Kobe thing is actually not bad. Their top 3 or 4 actually is actually accurate.
Let me run it down. 10th, Stephen Curry. The 9th is Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
The 8th is the guy I put in my top 4, Larry Bird. Then we got Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Russell, Magic Johnson, Kareem, LeBron and Michael.
So top 4 is correct. The order and everything else. I have Jordan, LeBron, Kareem,
I'm
and Magic.
fully hung up on Kevin Garnett. Like, I can't believe that
No,
was in there.
he's too high.
Yeah.
At 16.
I can see the argument for that.
Yeah. I'm fully hung up
They
on
didn't
that
put
one.
Scottie
That's
Pippen
wild.
in there. There's other guys I think
I
that
am
deserve
fully
to
hung
go
up on
there.
that. Like, I'm almost – how about this? I almost put Dennis Rodman in there in Kevin Garnett's spot.
I think Garnett's too high myself. I mean,
Oh,
Garnett
I do
was a
too.
great two-way player, but I would probably take Dirk Nowitzki over Garnett at this point.
Yeah, that's
Easy.
wild.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I disagree with. I do like the top 10, but Kobe is in my top 5. Maybe we all have a different.
What about
What
Hakeem Olajuwon?
He's number
Like,
12. But
Okay,
again,
well,
it gets dicey because a lot of
what
guys
about,
now that are moving up
what
the
was
ranking.
Shaq at?
Shaq was 6.
Shaq was at 6. I
Okay.
think that is
Too high.
That was a little high. Yeah.
Too high. He's not in my top 10 either.
Yeah.
Shaq for the record. Now, having said that, I'm gonna do a remodification where I might put Shaq back in my top 10. He was there until 2022 when Steph Curry won his 4th ring. But Kobe's polarizing because there is no middle ground with Kobe Bryant. Either you love Kobe Bryant or you hate Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? And to me, it's one of those things where like there's people who think Kobe Bryant is the greatest player of all time, which I think is egregious. But he's not number 11. Okay,
I think he's top 3. That's in my opinion.
That's tough, man. Because I see the argument, but I can't pull that trigger.
Put Reggie Miller in Kevin Garnett's
Hell,
spot.
you know what's overrated? That guy's overrated. Reggie Miller.
That
guy's
guy's pretty overrated. I like his
Yes.
sister better.
Cheryl was great. Yeah,
Now
she
we're
was
going to
great.
move on. Let's talk about some golf. Noah was really excited about Happy Gilmore 2 coming out last weekend.
Yeah.
Did we like it? Which golfer was the best actor in the movie?
So, all right. So I got to admit. So Saturday I fired that thing up after doing some stuff around the house, and
Your work?
I turned it on, and screen work, and I dozed off. But for the good of the show and for everybody out there, all listeners who need to hear my review, I did take the time last night to watch the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. I liked it.
You are the second person I've heard to say like the movie.
But you got to go in there with what you're expecting. You're not. We're not trying to do. We're not trying to do anything special here. It's Adam Sandler. It's goofy. The amount of characters that they had in there was unbelievable. How they shoehorned them in. I couldn't even keep track. My head was spinning at some point. I'm like, hold on, was that? And I had to back it up and see who's who. I thought they did a good job, and you got that's comedy from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So if you don't like that and you're not familiar with it, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like this. But the amount of firepower they brought in, with the amount of golfers they brought in, that was
Scheffler, everybody,
freaking wild. How they I couldn't believe. I was like, they really got all these guys in there. It was awesome. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate.
That's my first movie review on here.
It's hard to
Thumbs
replicate.
up.
It's hard to replicate a movie that's universally loved as the first one. I remember Coming to America back in '88 when it came out. It was obviously one of the greatest comics of all time.
That's a great one.
Coming to America 2 comes out, and people want it to be as good as the
Not
first
gonna
one.
happen.
If Coming to America 1 did not exist, the second one would actually be loved more than.
I didn't say it's better than the first one, but they did a good job.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's free.
I did.
You have Netflix.
Well,
It's
I
free.
did. Well, I didn't see the movie yet, so I'm gonna watch both movies again. I haven't seen the first movie in years, so I want to watch it both back to back.
Yeah, I need a commitment. I need your commitment for this show.
No, I will.
People.
I've been doing
Earnest.
research on stuff here, on actual sports.
Like we
you know.
There's some work we got to do here. We do, and less wrestling, more Happy Gilmore.
I'm watching
You know
wrestling
what?
weeks actually.
You know what?
When you said
Today
that.
after the show, I'm going to take the 2 hours and watch
Go
it.
ahead and do
here
that.
at work.
I mean, it's like R&D.
Yeah.
It's research and development. It's like it
is.
counts.
I'm going to watch it today. Nobody bother me from 12 to 2. I'm going to watch Happy Gilmore.
Well,
2
I
in
will
my
watch tonight.
office.
I'll watch it with you.
After my wrestling podcast, I'll watch that tonight.
Okay, which athlete is your favorite actor or host ever? I mean, there's a laundry list of people.
it's easy.
I look at guys like now that are these wonderful hosts like the Michael Strahans of the world, those kind of guys where I'm like, there's a laundry list of guys that went from being professional athletes and good ones too, to now are either actors or they're hosts or they're on shows or they're analysts. Which is our favorite?
This is easy. Charles Barkley. Come on, what are we doing here?
Well, Charles
There's no one
Barkley,
better
yeah.
than Charles Barkley.
doesn't
In
have a
fact, you
job
know
now.
what?
I thought
In fact, you know what? Put Charles Barkley off the list. It's not even fair.
Yeah.
Because he's
Barkley's
as good as a
amazing.
player as he was as a host, and that's saying something because he was a top 25 player all time. So, Who's a host? He said, well, the question was host or actor.
Yeah, I mean he's
It
on
says
the
actor.
show.
I'm looking at the thing. It says which actor.
It says host/actor.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
when you're talking about host, yeah, I think
Actor wise, does The Rock count? No, not really. I don't think The Rock has.
Wait. Write it down. So you're saying the guy who does wrestling doesn't count?
No.
That's
no,
awesome.
no. For the record, I don't think
They're
The Rock-
literally all actors. They're literally all actors. Take your pick of a wrestler.
John
and-
Cena's pretty good actually.
You just did that.
He's a good
you
actor.
Just
No, I
discredited wrestling. You did?
don't actually enjoy The Rock's movies, to be honest with you. So
Okay.
that's
No, not anymore. Except the Disney.
I don't know.
movies.
OJ, he was good in a couple of things.
No,
right?
he was
He's
great
very
in
good.
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
He was.
amazing.
The
Nordberg.
Airplane, Kareem.
Kareem,
right?
yeah, I was gonna say Kareem.
Airplane.
Yep.
Yeah. There's been some great. Kareem was also
Is
in.
George Murazan count?
Kareem fought. Who did he fight in one of the Taekwondo? Yeah, Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee or the guy, the heel on Bruce Lee movie.
Yeah.
The guy with the beard, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. But yeah.
But
I'm not sure.
The question was premised on our
Yeah.
sheet here.
I
for
said
guys.
host also. Yeah.
Actor/host, and there's no one better than Charles Barkley.
The best guy. I thought it was. They did a little thing, and you got to watch it. You should have watched it already. But
What?
the
Yeah,
guy
you
comes
should've.
over, and Kalce did a pretty good job. I thought.
Jason?
It's hard. It's hard to come
Travis.
across.
Oh, Travis on there? Okay.
Yeah, if you watch it, you would. Never mind.
Which I will tonight.
Right. Okay.
will tonight.
So hold on. Okay. So since you didn't watch, he did a pretty good job, and it's hard to do. It's hard to transition like that to not sound corny. Some of the golfers come across as canned, and it's a little tough. And I would love to take a stab at like acting at something. I think I could do it, and it wouldn't sound canned.
Wait,
Because
this
I could
is not a-
channel.
it's not
I
an
could
act?
channel. Yeah. You
It's
got
not
to
an
channel
act.
the
This
emotion.
is all real.
But guy comes over, and Jack Nicklaus is sitting there. I believe it's Jack Nicklaus, right? And he comes over, and Kalce comes over. He says, "Yeah, can I get a half iced tea, half lemon?" And the guy said, and Kalce says, "Arnold Palmer." And he says, "No, Jack Nicklaus," but I get that a lot.
Yeah, too.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm there for. That was like
Yeah.
awesome. So
That's good.
yeah, I think Schefter did pretty good in that thing, and Rory he did well as well. So it was fun.
Yeah.
No, I think we're going to have an acting contest here on the show too, as we're going to play
Yeah.
Madden and do all these things that
How about-
no one
how about
thinks he's good
Batista?
at. So Batista, yeah.
He's
I mean, he's good
He's
in
not an
the
athlete, you
Guardians. Oh,
Well, he was a wrestler.
You know.
I know that's what
Former
that's what
WWE
you said.
champion.
Let's
20
talk
years
about
ago.
something we've never talked about before on the show. Let's talk
Okay.
about NASCAR. Bubba Wallace won the Brickyard. That was pretty big.
I know we never talked about this, Mike, but you remember back in the day?
Back in your day?
And our day. Me and Mike, we go way
Yeah,
back,
we
right?
go way back,
Before these beards
unfortunately.
and everything.
Yeah,
Way back.
We were kids.
We used to go on Sundays and right? And we used to watch a NASCAR thing with 25-cent beers or whatever.
It was
And, just
amazing.
and you bring your own mug, and they would give you whatever container you could bring, right? If you bring it, it was 25 cents. And we'd bring these obnoxious things
Yeah.
and watch NASCAR. And my driver was Rusty Wallace.
Oh,
who was your
Rusty.
guy?
I like Tony Stewart. Still a Tony Stewart
Yeah,
fan.
because he had dogs here. 'cause
Well,
raised
he
dogs
came
here,
up
yeah.
here. Like he came
Yeah.
up to my announcer booth. I got to hang out with him. I
That's
didn't know
cool.
who he was at the time,
Yeah.
but he was he was great. He had we owned some greyhounds until everybody was like, oh, you should own greyhounds. And he didn't own greyhounds anymore. But the guy just loved racing, and I like Tony Stewart. But how can you not be a Dale Earnhardt fan, Dale Earnhardt Jr. So NASCAR. I'm surprised NASCAR is it's not in its peak of popularity from the early 2000s, but it still enjoys a significant loyal fan base.
What happened, I think, is there's so much we get so much content,
Correct.
So much different stuff out there now. NASCAR was one of the things on Sundays that you would watch NASCAR, and sometimes Saturday night races or whatever. And it was the thing, and it's like, it feels like for me, it's like an old girlfriend I forgot about. Like I don't think of her anymore.
Oh, I remember her.
I don't know if I really miss her or not.
You don't?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
cool.
don't know.
Well, I will say this much. I think the rise of F1 recently is going to really help NASCAR, hopefully.
No, it's not going to help.
You think it'll help it?
It's not going to help.
Yeah, it's just something that I feel like it used to be like Noah was saying. It used to be like must see, must watch.
It was.
You know, I still know some of the drivers like Logano.
That's a marketing problem too. You have marketing issues there, and then you have a lot of dynamics that play into that thing and how that eroded. But maybe you need at some point you need a new commissioner in there. You look at the NBA and they're struggling. And then NASCAR, what can they do to get it back? I think the Happy Gilmore touched on something that was interesting about bringing the fanfare and excitement into sports and making it fun. And I think that's key. And we're going to get into that just here in a second. But that's a key element in the hype and the thing that goes into it. The dart thing that we talked about last week, the guy comes out and he has a thing. You got to make it an event. It can't just be about the product. And I'm frustrated with poker about this. They don't do this enough where the characters aren't talked about enough and there's not antics enough in a show. Put on a damn show and we'll watch.
And to your point, the NFL for a little while did suffer from that, and they corrected that in recent years by allowing players to dance after touchdowns. Nothing egregious, but
it's a smart business move. It's a business move.
Right. But I think to your point you made about NASCAR and content, that's what it is really. There's just so much things where some things have to suffer. Like as I got old, I used to love college basketball growing up as a kid. I get older, I have kids, wife, the whole nine. Some things have to suffer. College basketball suffered, because of the result.
So you gave it up. You gave up college basketball.
So one of the things that Noah doesn't like to talk about, professional wrestling, the immortal Hulk Hogan has passed away. Terry Bollea passed away at 71 last week. I thought about his passing, and I'm ranking that. Obviously, we lost Ozzy Osbourne last week. We lost Mangione to, Theo, from the Cosby Show. All these people are just dropping, and it's just a shame.
Childhood.
And culture and our childhood and all that other stuff. And it's, prayers to their families. But I'm looking at Hulk Hogan and I'm thinking to myself, what other people in the world in that, of all time could you drop in any country in the world and they'd be like, oh, that's Hulk Hogan, and this is one of the most recognizable people in history. I was trying to think of a list of the others.
And wrestling only?
No, and just in general.
I'm
talking about in life
Jordan.
in general. Yeah, Michael Jordan might be one of those.
Michael Jackson, obviously.
He mentioned Michael Jackson.
Current
I think
president.
Yes, correct. Donald Trump.
Yeah,
even before he was president, too.
He would be. And guys like Elvis Presley. Noah Carbone, definitely in certain countries, not all of them.
No.
But
which countries?
Here.
Besides this one.
Italy.
I was in Canada.
He's definitely in Italy.
Vancouver loves you now.
Italy, the
Vancouver loves you now.
Yeah, they do.
Good job. Okay.
Yeah. So, that's rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, whether you liked him or not.
That's the thing. You said it, Mike. Polarizing.
Polarizing.
Some people are like, oh, sorry about Hulk Hogan, and then the public came after him. I get it. Still, if you see it if you didn't dig deep into the whole thing, you see Hulk Hogan as Hulk Hogan as the entertainer. You didn't see the other stuff or whatever people talk about. So I think it's fair if people say they like who his image, the Hulk Hogan was, not Terry,
the character,
whatever his name was.
Terry Bollea.
Correct. They didn't like Terry. You could like Hulk Hogan and not like.
Well, that's
Terry.
it. And that's how I always, the last 10 years, especially too, with the things coming out.
You could like his show and not like Mike Jameson.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean, there's one unlikable person on the show, and it's not Earnest.
It's not me.
Either. Maybe it's the other guy.
That's what I always said for years. Last 10
the
years,
other guy.
The last 10 years, I always said for years, there's the Hogan, the character, and you love him, of course, and you're raised with him, and there's Terry Bollea, the human being. Now, look, here's the thing. I think, if he gave us like to God and all that, I forgive him for all the things he said and whatever about black people and all this stuff. But but everybody who has a reaction to this has a right to the reaction. Because you reap what you sow. You said what you said, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, your feelings are your feelings.
Okay, now we're going to move on to something happier. Because we were talking about wrestling, one of my favorite parts about wrestling is the theme music. Noah, I want you to go first because you're really excited.
Well, I
Copyrights,
was
careful.
ready, so I came up with mine. I'm like, okay, so this is me, and I'm coming out.
Okay.
And I want to go with something that you got to go with something that exudes you, right? That is like that might be him. Like it's
him.
like that's it. Like so this is mine. Everybody will recognize this, and I have this here. So we're gonna go. So if you remember this one, this
Starts
is
slow.
It starts slow, but this is me where I start, and this is like the show, and it's like here we go,
Yeah.
here we go,
Oh,
here
yeah.
we go,
This is
here we
good.
go.
Can I
The show's
twerk?
going. Here we go.
Can I
No,
twerk?
it's not twerk. It's not that music. We're right, and
Yeah.
then wait, and then it ramps up, and then all of a sudden it's total chaos here in a second. That's like
Everybody's
that's like
dancing
me on
and
a show,
cheering.
and I'm making funny statements, and I'm saying stuff, and I'm the champ, and here we
Sometimes,
go,
yeah.
and here we go, Mike, here we go.
Here we
Feel
go.
it?
This is
Go.
Drop it.
You hear? See?
This is it.
That's
feel
what
like I
it's
need-
about.
You
Like,
need Trump
and
dance,
and
Trump
I'm out
dance?
there, and I'm getting ready. I'm breaking the huddle. We're in the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's on the bench. I'm getting ready to win this thing.
I feel like I
That's
need a
me.
glow
So-
stick
so
right now and maybe to
that's-
be on
What's
some
a glow
kind of
sticks?
drugs.
So that's me. So that's me.
I did a
So
Trump-
I
I
got
did a
it
Trump
summed
dance
up.
with it,
Did
by
you
the way.
have one? I
Yeah.
could pull it up if you have one.
Yeah.
Who?
What do you have?
You have-
What, do
Mike,
you have
what-
my theme song? Ernest is going to know this. I don't know if Noah's going to
Go
know
ahead,
this or
Mike.
not. This is a song I
have it?
grew
Okay.
up to. It's
We're playing
a
music now, this
horrible
thing?
song.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes.
Hold on. We
You
can't.
guys hear that?
Luke.
Louder. Yeah. Yeah.
That's my jam right
All
there.
right. All right.
No, stop.
We should have a vote. We should have a vote.
Oh
Okay.
no, they're not voting for mine. I can
Watch
tell you
your
that
mouth.
right now.
All right, Ernest, do you need me to cue you up, or you
No,
got
I got
yours?
one
Okay,
here.
okay.
Mine is my
This is a
all-time.
great segment. We need more of this content around here.
We
This
do.
is, I'm here
we
for
need
this.
more theme.
Well,
music.
mine
is
is
great.
my favorite song of all
Okay.
time. It's Michael Jackson, "Unbreakable."
Okay.
I play
Does
some
it,
on my
does it
wedding.
play right
Is that-
for
what
theme?
is that? An
There's a
album? Is
difference
that an
between-
album cut?
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be like, wait, who?
Biggie Smalls in the song too. Also with them.
Hold on.
Biggie
Bring
Smalls.
it up to the.
Bring it up. Nobody's ever heard this song. It's just like,
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
All right.
this
Play-
didn't
play
go
my
as well
well,
as we
like
planned.
the
That's all
fans-
right.
There's a. Okay, we're trying to have an atmosphere, Ernest.
We are.
Like
Come
I'm
on,
coming out.
Ernest.
That stadium, we're gonna have lasers and lights, and that thing is going crazy.
I played at my wedding, and everybody went nuts.
And
so.
you're playing like Jethro Tull, or like I don't even know what you had over
Michael
there,
Jackson
like
group
Sade.
nobody knows.
Michael Jackson, what are you talking about?
You're gonna have
Nobody
Sade.
wants to
Sade.
listen to Sade.
You're gonna have Sade as your like your music to come in here. Yeah.
You want
What is
Metallica?
that?
You want Metallica?
It should have been Metallica,
You should
Ernest.
have
There was
been
one
Enter
song.
Sandman.
I'm not
that
doing
you
Sandman.
have-
I'm
you
not
don't
doing
even-
Sandman.
You
It'd be
don't know.
battery. It'd be
Okay.
battery probably.
Good
battery.
thing you're not the commissioner of the show, because the entertainment value go down
There's
the
a
tubes.
commissioner on
you
here?
have a obligation to be a person of the people and have a personality and have your song. You totally whiffed on this thing.
I think
Yeah.
Mike won this segment.
My
though, 'cause
second-
that-
He
I did not see
absolutely
that.
did
I did
not.
not see
It's
Luke
not even
coming. I did not
close.
see
Nobody
that.
saw that coming. Well, I grew up here in South Florida,
All
so
right.
that's what I grew.
Yes.
But my second choice was Mystical "Here I Go." So
Okay.
that's a.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
that's
You a big hip hop head, huh?
Back when I was younger, of course, I feel like either that or a DMX song probably.
that's a
wanna
good one.
You want to get everybody going. Let's go into our sports betting picks of the week, guys.
You go first, Noah.
This
All right, I guess-
this week, Noah's got something for us. I
No,
can just
well,
tell.
I did. Wait, did you see that you can now bet on?
Okay.
What?
I gotta see if I won or not. NBA. You could bet on NBA 2K.
Oh, I saw
games.
that. No, I did see
So
that.
I did. So that's where I'm in.
Are you
on. So I'm
serious?
picking some
You
NBA
can bet on
2K.
people playing video games.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing. I just dove into it, and I don't have any picks yet. I got to see who's really good at it. But usually the player who's better at that is going to win more. Like I have one in. I don't know if it's still live or not. Or
You
if
should
it
be
finished.
on there playing.
Yeah.
Sure, at some point you'll be able to bet on
I
Madden.
lost my first one.
Mm.
I was plus 260, and
You
I had
lost both of them.
Primal playing with the New York Knicks digital team, and I lost. So that's where I'm at right now.
So the theme with me
That's
is
how slow it is for me right now. My sports betting life.
It's
Oh,
okay.
and
the calm for the storms. Okay.
bet
I do have
esports.
the Chargers and the over in the game. What I like to do in a preseason game is I like to do the overs, because I think that the defense is going to be behind. But I also like to take the teams who have the better solid roster, who has a lot of depth on their roster,
That's
who their
interesting.
backup guys are pretty good. That's what I like to go with, and I think that's the Chargers.
So the theme for me is always value, and we did the NFC North earlier today in the show. I'm looking at the Minnesota Vikings plus 325 to win the division.
Okay.
Wow.
I went with another. It's not a crazy bet.
Okay.
It's not that far fetched.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
looking at
This one?
I'm looking at
You're
MVPs.
gonna hit one of these one time. Go ahead.
I'm looking at MVPs.
Okay.
Okay. This is an easy one.
Yeah.
MLB American League MVP Aaron Judge
Yeah.
minus 190. That's the lowest one, I promise.
Okay.
I'm looking at NASCAR. The leading point scorer for the NASCAR championship is Kyle Larson at plus 450. Okay.
Interesting.
To win the NFL MVP, you guys are going to like this one. Patrick Mahomes at plus 650.
That's not terrible.
That's not at all.
That is
value.
Absolutely terrible.
Then
why?
He's regressing. Go ahead.
When we get to the National Basketball Association, Luka Doncic at plus 550. Win the MVP.
He's slim.
Yeah.
He's
buff,
better.
handsome.
I think he's better.
Yeah.
So if that right now is at plus 40,824. So for a $50 bet on all those MVPs, which none of them are that far-fetched, $50 you win $20,462.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
like that.
That's not that bad. Like when you're looking at stuff like that, a guy like Aaron Judge, come on, this guy, even though he's currently hurt, he's going to come back and win it. Mahomes, Doncic, those guys that are superstar players that could easily win the MVP if they have good years. To me, $50 to win $20,000. That's not a bad bet right there if you're looking at something.
I'm literally minus 800 to win MVP of this show.
Minus
800 or 900.
He's a heavy favorite. He's saying he's a heavy favorite.
to win the
MVP.
This is
of the
is this
He's
PBKC
OKC
podcast.
against
This is a
Indiana.
company, yeah.
He's OKC against Indiana in the finals.
Yeah, I'm the favorite.
okay.
Yep.
No, he definitely. And then somebody's going to push you to the
Noah,
brink.
why do you do the things you do?
No, that's a show all in itself. That's
I
going to
need a Noah Carbone podcast.
We're going to
like
take
side
days
project
to get in his head and find out why he is who he is. And like the question I always think about with Noah is just like why. But
Why? Go ahead, Mike.
okay, let's finish off the show, guys. What are we looking forward to this week?
I can't get over the fact that you picked Luke as your welcome sign. I am
come on.
stunned.
Well,
I am mad respect to you,
Hey,
man.
while we're talking about this, go ahead and play the theme music, Noah. Let's talk about the August high hands.
Yeah.
Okay, we got August high hands going on.
Look, high hands.
That's now through the 30th. Let's talk about that card show. Noah brought up the card show.
That's a good show.
Card show
I'll be
needs
there.
a theme, yeah. The card show is coming up on the 17th of August. That's going to be an awesome show. You do not want to miss that
Sunday,
show.
by the way.
And then we got the $10
Yes, next
poker.
week.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's the
hey,
multi
I'll be
flight
here.
coming up.
I'll be on the final table
hey,
stream
hey.
for that.
Yeah.
We'll play this when the winner wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
August 7th through the 10th, the multi-flight coming up, and then the $10 poker party again at the end of August coming up the 29th.
Oh, definitely got to have theme music for that.
Oh, we got so much going on. We had 47 new players the other night, and we expect even
I'll be
more
in New York.
August. Awesome. We can't wait for that. But
That's funny.
August 29th, another $10 poker party. We got so much going on here. If you want more information, go to our website at pbkennelclub.com.
We got issues, dude.
This show, all of us have issues. But anything we're looking forward to this weekend? If not, let's just go from here.
ride it out, Mike.
Okay.
SummerSlam.
We're
That's it.
Okay, we're not talking about that. We're going to see you next week on the show, 10 a.m. PBKC Picks.
Hey.
Have a great week, everybody.
PBKC is your entertainment destination for poker, table games, OTV, Paddock live events, and exceptional eats. The Paddock restaurant is perfect for meetings, corporate functions, parties, fundraising, and more. Call 561-683-2222 extension 199 and book your next event today.
Sizzling summer August high hands at PBKC. Now every 15 minutes, 9 a.m. to midnight. $15,000 cash giveaway on August 30th. Also this month are August Progressive High Hand Weekends with a $100,000 bonus giveaway. Win extra cash for qualifying hands. Miss it today, win more tomorrow. Visit the Poker Room for more information.